What's going on, everyone? This is Jay from Premier Gaming Entertainment here to bring to you my takeaway and analysis video for this week's game versus Purdue. Before I get started, if you can, please leave a like on the video as it definitely helps out the channel. Let me know how you feel about the game, how you felt it went. Are you disappointed with the result? Are you happy that we won? Are you somewhere in between? Are you frustrated? Let me know how you feel about the game and how it went in the comment section below. And if you enjoy my content, as always, definitely subscribe to the channel. So before I get started with the analysis, I just wanted to actually bring up a point that I couldn't bring up last week because it actually happened after last week's game. But the point that I was going to, the topic I was going to briefly talk about is, there was a whole thing last year with, the whole recruitment of Bryce Underwood. He chose LSU, and, there was that whole situation with him first talking kind of sideways about us, and things were going on behind the scenes that we didn't know about. And obviously, the rest is history. He flipped to Michigan. And, it's weird thinking, going back on that now, with what happened last week with Brian Kelly getting fired. And not only did Brian Kelly get fired from LSU, but I think also the offensive coordinator, Joe Sloan, got fired as well. So just imagine if Bryce had chosen to go to LSU because of Sloan, and now Sloan isn't even there anymore. I just thought about it. It's just a weird dynamic that had he chose to go LSU, he wouldn't have started. He wouldn't have got any of the playing experience that he's got so far at Michigan. He would have just been sitting for the whole year, and his head coach and the coordinator that he had solely gone there for wouldn't even be there for him next season. So it's just weird how things play out. But anyways, as far as this game goes, this was a really ugly game. I'm not even gonna lie. I expected it's been 2 weeks in a row where you're expecting just this offensive showing where they're gonna put up big yards, score points, and it is yet to happen this year. Last week versus Michigan State, I figured that they're going to be throwing the ball all over the place, rack up like 300 yards, maybe 150 yards on the ground, just steamroll Michigan State, and that didn't happen. This week was even worse. And like I had said in a previous video, it's not even like Michigan is leaving meat on the bone. It's like they're leaving bone on the meat. That's how bad that we're messing up. I mean, you had a red zone interception where McCulley is literally standing wide open in the end zone. Then you had Bryce trying to do too much and fumbles the ball out of the end zone. I mean, let's say for argument's sake, they just get 2 field goals. You're looking at the score being, them having at a bare minimum 27 points. But really should be, more than that. You're looking at probably being like 30. Well, if I just do my quick math, you're looking at it being probably like 35 to 16 or whatever it is. But It's just too many mistakes, too many drops, too many misreads. Bryce. This is this was definitely. I know the Oklahoma game was bad, but this was. I don't know if this was worse than that. It was close to it because the Oklahoma game, he had that one interception, but this one, yeah, a bad pick, a bad fumble, bad reads, bad, just everything just bad all the way around. Because at least in that Oklahoma game, they were getting a lot of pressure. Venables is, this defensive guy that can confuse your quarterback. It was early in the season. It was on the road, so you can have reasons why Bryce may not have played a good game. I get it. It's a rough road environment. It's very early in the season. Um, you got a top line defense that has a great front, getting pressure. Uh, so I get it why he had a rough game in Oklahoma. This game at home versus Purdue, I'm at a loss for words because there is no excuse for not playing up to the standard that we're expecting. I mean, you saw what he did in the Washington game, and you thought, okay, I'm seeing improvement. I'm seeing a steady increase of certain things. I'm seeing touch. I'm seeing him seeing the field. I see the accuracy, and it's like he just regressed in the next two games against teams that he should have excelled against. So it's just concerning. And I know that we're not facing Ohio State next week. I get it. We got a bye week. Then we have two more road games versus teams that we should beat. So I get it. But in my preview video, I was saying that we need to improve before an improvement week. And this definitely was not it. Thank God for Jordan Marshall and the running game, or else this would have been an embarrassing loss at home versus Purdue. There's no excuse for this game being as close as it was. I don't even care about the miscues. Even with the miscues, this game shouldn't have been that close. They let Purdue hang around. They let Purdue, for the most part, move the ball up and down the field on them, control the game as far as possessing the football. And they literally, I mean, I know they could have scored to end the game and just chose to take a knee. I get it. But, I mean, this was a one possession game. Like, the game was never. I mean, I didn't feel that we were going to lose, but I never felt like it was just it was a foregone conclusion that we were going to win either. Like, let's just say they didn't convert those first downs to ice the game, and they ended up having Purdue get the ball back. I'm not confident that we win, and that's sad. Because I feel like the line, for the most part, played well. And, Bryce made a few, mistakes where, I mean, a couple of the sack that he gave up, a couple of them were really on him, where he could have, thrown the ball away, but tried to outrun the defense and just got caught from behind. So, our running game, two thumbs up. It's great. Justice Haynes can't go. Jordan Marshall goes in there, 185 yards, 3 touchdowns. I mean, that's amazing. But where's the passing game, man? It is non-existent, and it's not sustainable what we're doing right now. Like sure, you're going to be able to beat teams like Michigan State and Purdue, and probably Northwestern and Maryland if you play the game that we're playing now. But when you play against top-notch teams, that's not going to fly. So we got to get better on offense. We got to get better in the passing game. You would think that there would be so many opportunities in the passing game off of play action, just based off of, us being able to run the football as well as we can. But even that doesn't even seem to be, a thing. So we got to step up. The defense played well. It's crazy, like with the amount of injuries, and I'm not making excuses for the team because it's next man up. Even with everyone that is injured, we're still way more talented than Purdue was. So it shouldn't have been that close of a game, but the injuries are just mounting up. You're looking at McCulley out of the game, Barham out of the game. And then, obviously you had Rolder, Sullivan. So they were down in the linebacker room, down to playing Chase Taylor and Boateng and Bowles. I mean, that's crazy. So this bye week is definitely needed because we need to get healthy. I mean, we have the talent that we can still win these games without these guys being in there. But after the Maryland game, we need everyone back. So, the defense played relatively well. I mean, it was kind of like bend, don't break. The last touchdown that they scored, I promise you that our guy got tackled, but they didn't call it. But that's been the whole thing this whole year, where I'm shocked if we get a call in our favor, because it's like we get held and it's nobody gets a penalty on it. So it's crazy. But all in all, I guess, at the end of the day, a win is a win no matter what. We're 7-2 going into the bye week, and I don't even think the bye week is going to be enough time to work on the things that we got going for us, because there's a whole lot of issues. A whole lot of issues. It just seems like Bryce is not seeing the field. And I get it that they're simplifying things for him, but man, you got guys wide open, and he's just not making the plays. He's not seeing the field. He's not making the reads. And I guess that comes with experience. It comes with watching more film and, just playing and, like I said, just getting the experience and knowing what they're trying to do on defense and trying to counter that. But, I mean, until we can get that sorted out, we're going to have to heavily rely on the run game. And that's a scary proposition, because that's, when it's all said and done, like it's just like a slight step above what we were dealing with last year. I'm not calling Bryce Underwood Alex Orji or Davis Warren, because that's definitely not the case. But until he can improve, it can't be the case that we're steadily relying on the run game. Because don't get me wrong, the running game in general is better. The running backs in general are better. The line play has improved. So, I mean, that's great, but if we don't have more balance as far as passing the ball, in conjunction with running it, teams are just going to stack the box and dare us to beat them. So, disappointed with the end result as far as how things looked, but in the end, happy that we got the win. So, anyways, that's it for the video. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, please leave a like on the video. It definitely helps out the channel. Leave a Go Blue in the comment section below. And as always, if you enjoy my content, definitely subscribe to the channel. Anyways, thank you for watching. And as always, Go Blue.